Welcome back, guys, to Tell It To Trevor. I'm your host, Trevor Shelley, and today on the podcast we have...
Charles Fuller.
He's also a referee, guys, so...
Yes, sir. Referee.
Guys, it does not mean come for my prized possession up there.
I got a bunch too. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, mine's a custom belt. That's why I said don't come for the belt.
Okay.
Custom NWA belt.
Cool. When I did Make-A-Wish, Ric Flair gave me a World Heavyweight replica belt.
Nice. Alright. Where am I? Because I gotta find the referee questions. Alright, perfect. What inspired you to be a referee?
So, at first, I wanted to be a wrestler, but the first day of wrestling school, not even an hour into it, I threw up. It wasn't cut for me. I was in a lot of pain. So, unfortunately, I went home, kind of cried because I felt like I was giving up on a lifelong dream. Then, not even 24 hours later, my trainer, Ace, called me back up and was like, hey, what do you think about being a referee? I think you'd be great at it. I was like, I never thought about that. I would love to, because I always thought that you had to be a wrestler in order to be a referee, manager, to be in the thing. I never knew you could just go to school and apply, or not apply, but like want to be one. I thought you had to do like be a wrestler, and then when you get hurt or want to stop being a wrestler, you have to be a referee or anything. So when I found out I could be a referee, I was like, that's awesome. Sign me up.
Yeah. What is your favorite match that you have refed so far?
My favorite match, I would have to say Carlito and Matt Riddle. It was for Big Town Wrestling at Curious Field down in Charlotte for Big Town Wrestling. That was a dream come true, because growing up, I would always go to Big Town Wrestling because they would do events around Virginia, and they would send me care packages when I was in the hospital. So to be able to work for them and do the main event was dreams come true. It was awesome.
Let's...
And obviously, watching Matt Riddle and Carlito in WWE, that was cool to learn from them too.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's see. So this is... we call it a wrestler's toolbox, but today it's going to be the referee toolbox.
Yes, sir.
Alright, for your training to be a ref, how was that like for you? Like, behind the scenes and all the work?
You show up, if you want to. It's basically like being a wrestler, but with me, I kind of had to take, I don't want to say easy, but there's stuff I was limited to because of my bleeding disorder. But sometimes I would do like the rolls with the guys, but mainly to be a ref, you had to watch videos on your phone with referees and learn and watch what other referees had did, especially the ones back in the day. And then when they did their little mini matches, practice matches in the ring, I was just get in there, be a referee.
Yeah.
So it's basically just getting in the ring, watching videotapes of referees, and just learning how to do CPR and like learn how to be like a good referee in case something happens.
What is the mental prep for being a referee for you like?
The mental prep for me is making sure I know all the spots, making sure everybody is safe in the ring and not hurt. Because I've been in the ring with people that have been paralyzed, knee injuries. So I just before every match I do a little prayer with the guys and goals, but just got mentally prepared for if someone doesn't kick out in time, or like just knowing the spots, making sure they're good. I have my spots, and just making sure everything goes smoothly.
Yeah. What is your bucket list of wrestlers that you want to ref?
So I had a obviously growing up, I have a bucket list for everything. And then when I got into wrestling, especially like before I started wrestling school, I had a bucket list for what I want to do in life, what I want to do in wrestling. I'm proud to say I'm not off a lot in wrestling that I thought would never come true or take forever. Like wrestling for big time wrestling, wrestling on a baseball field. Um, one was I wanted to work John Schuyler
Yep.
because I met him when I did Make a Wish, and I got to referee him. He requested me to be his referee. But new ones is obviously TNA, WWE. I definitely want to do the Beach Show in South Carolina with Bob Keller and OFCW. I want to do NWA. I want to referee at the Center States in Atlanta. I want to do Maine, Alaska, Hawaii. You know, it's just small little things.
Yeah.
So
What is your hidden passion outside of the ring?
my hidden passion outside of the ring,
Yeah.
um, paying attention to small details, making sure everything goes well. Um, I'm really good at driving a manual car. Um, hmm, that stumped me. There's probably others, but I can't think right now. Just trying to be a good person, helping others, trying to help out the community.
Where did your love for wrestling begin?
When it was one night, I was home alone by myself. I was like 7, 8. I was flipping through the channel and wrestling came on. It was the Spirit Straw, and we had Brock Lesnar, and obviously at the time MMM, Joey Mercury and John Morrison. And I noticed that when wrestling was on, all my problems went away. You know, every
Yeah.
time I turn it on, nothing else in the world mattered. Especially when I was in the hospital, I would turn wrestling on, and it was like my therapy. I forgot about everything going on. I forgot about the port in my chest, the needles, everything. So it's like a therapy. Just every time I was going through something, every time I wanted something to do, just turn on wrestling, and I knew right then and there that's the only thing I was meant to do.
Shoutouts to the sponsor of Apple City Championship Wrestling. Give them a little shout out.
Yes, sir. We love Apple City.
Um, Guys, if you love protein powder, I've been saying this for roughly two seasons now, so you guys are probably tired of me promoting the same promotions, but save 15% with W Energy using promo code Tell It To Trevor. Um, Save 15% with Rebel Ape with promo code Tell It To Trevor again. So if you love protein powder or you love energy drinks, it's a win-win. All right, so I got some icebreaker questions for you.
Yes, sir.
What's the most interesting place you have visited?
The most interesting place I've visited.
What? Yeah. Yep.
Um, I would say the Natural Bridge in Virginia. It is a bridge made out of rocks that you can drive over. That's pretty cool and interesting. The caves up in Loretz, Virginia, I think it is. Um, hmm. The Outer Banks. Destin, um, up in Winston-Salem when I started moving to Charlotte. There's the last ever shell-shaped gas station. That was interesting.
If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why? And wrestlers do count.
Uh, does Jesus count? I'd love to have dinner with him.
I don't blame you.
Alright. I love to sit down and talk with Jesus, you know?
What is your go-to karaoke song?
Sand in my boots or Katy Perry fireworks.
Okay. What is the best piece of advice you have ever received?
Um, George South always told me always count to three, no matter what. If they don't kick out, it's their fault. And always trust and believe in God. He always has a plan.
Yeah. What inspires you to carry on in the wrestling business?
Um, a good person, leave a good impact, leave it better than I found it, and to also help show people that don't let others tell you what you can and can't do. Um, People told me I couldn't be in wrestling because I was small, I was skinny, I have a bleeding disorder. I just want to be able to help inspire other people that, hey, no matter what's going on, you can still be it. Because I've met fans who go, I want to be in wrestling, but I can't because my parents or I have this. I'm like, well, I did it. I have hemophilia. I didn't listen to my doctors or parents, you know, just
Yes.
be safe and just do it.
All right, guys. All right. What were we saying?
Just to inspire other people, leave wrestling better than I found it, be a good person. Because I've always wanted to have people know, like, don't let anyone stop you. People try stopping me, and here I am. You know, don't listen to anyone else. They're just jealous and don't want you to do better than them.
All right. So I got a segment called Treb Boom. It is where you got 2 minutes to answer a set of questions.
Yes, sir.
All right. You ready to do this?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me get my little timer pulled back up. All right. Tea or coffee?
Coffee. I've never had either, so, but coffee.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl. I love night. I'm more energetic.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs. Love dogs.
One thing you cannot live without.
Family.
Okay. What is your go-to comfort food?
Pizza. Pizza and wings.
Summer or winter?
Summer. Summer, so I can go swimming.
What is your favorite way to relax after a long day?
Usually just come in my room, watch wrestling, or drink a beer outside.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
I mean, who doesn't like sweets?
I do. I love sweets. They're the best. I go through like 20 Reese's cups a night.
Never had a Reese's cup.
They're good.
Just because of medical allergies.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. That sucks.
What it? What advice would you give to someone aspiring to be a referee?
Don't let anyone shove you around and bury you. Always count to three. Stand up for yourself. If something sounds bad, don't do it. If someone's hurt, throw up the X, no matter if the wrestler says they can still go. Um, Always wear the proper uniform, tuck in the ref shirt, wear black pants and black shoes and black socks.
What has been the most rewarding aspect of being a referee so far in your career?
Having people come up to me, want me to be their referee, people requesting me for shows, and yeah, just especially people I watched growing up request me to be their referee. It's a good feeling, you know.
All right. Thank you, Charles Fuller, for being on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Where can they find you on social media?
Instagram, underscore CRFull 18. Facebook is just Charles Fuller.
And then where can they find that incredible shirt you got on?
This will be available at my merch tables. Come to a show and get it. I have a new design coming out. Y'all are gonna love it. It's the Little Debbie zebra cake, but instead of the zebra, it's me.
Okay, okay.
And it said zebra counts instead of zebra cakes.
All right. And we will see you guys next time.
See y'all. Thank y'all for joining.